I never thought a single sentence could break me, but that day proved me wrong. My dreams matter, I told myself as I walked across the campus courtyard, clutching the notebook where I kept all my startup ideas. I remember thinking, maybe today Emily will finally understand. I tried convincing myself she still cared, but deep down I already felt the distance growing. When I reached the bench where Emily sat with her new group of friends, I smiled and said, "Hey, can we talk?" Emily barely looked at me. "Aiden, not now. We're discussing something important." Ryan Blake, the tall rich guy who always smirked like he owned the world, chuckled. "Let the kid speak. Maybe he's here to pitch another big dream." My chest tightened. "I'm not a kid. And it's not a joke. I've been working on something for the innovation competition. I wanted you to hear it first." Emily crossed her arms. "What? So we can pretend your imaginary company is real?" I felt my throat tightening. "Emily, I'm serious. I've been doing research. The idea can actually work. I just need time." Her friend Chloe laughed. "He needs time? What he needs is a reality check." I swallowed my frustration. "Can you at least listen?" Emily sighed loudly. "Fine. Go on. You have 2 minutes." Her tone felt like a punch to the stomach. "I want to build an app for campus services," I said. "Something simple at first. Scheduling study rooms, booking tutors, finding events. Students need an easy system. It can grow later." Ryan leaned forward. "So you want to build a babysitting app for students?" Laughter erupted. My ears burned. "No," I said firmly. "It's about connection, efficiency, community. I've been planning this for a year." Emily shook her head. "A year wasted." My heart dropped. "Why would you say that?" "Because," she said, flipping her hair, "you're chasing stupid dreams instead of focusing on real life. You're not a genius, Aiden. You're not some entrepreneur. You're just you." I felt something inside me crack. "I thought you believed in me," I whispered. Ryan smirked. "Ah, he's emotional. Cute." I clenched my fist. "Emily, is that really how you see me?" She looked straight at me. "Yes. Someone who dreams too big and achieves nothing." My voice shook. "I'm trying." "Isn't that enough?" "No," she snapped. "Not when your dreams make you look ridiculous." I took a deep breath, trying not to fall apart in front of everyone. "I just wanted your support." "Well, you're not getting it," she said coldly. I stood there in silence while her friends whispered and laughed. Every sound felt like another cut. I finally said, "Emily, I love building things. I can't stop just because it's hard." She smirked. "Then keep building your fantasies. But don't drag me into them." Ryan added, "Honestly, man, aim lower. You'll hurt yourself less." I looked at him, then back at Emily. "I didn't expect you to turn into this." She rolled her eyes. "I didn't expect you to still be stuck in your little dream world." Something in me shut down. "So that's it?" I whispered. "You're done believing in me?" Emily shrugged. "Grow up, Aiden. Dreams don't feed you." Those words hit harder than anything I'd ever heard. As I walked away, my hands shook, my chest felt heavy, and my mind echoed with her voice. I kept telling myself, "Don't break. Not here." But deep inside, something had already shattered. I realized I wasn't just losing her support, I was losing her entirely. And maybe, just maybe, I needed to lose her to find myself. I slowed down near the empty fountain and sat on the edge trying to breathe. I whispered, "Why wasn't I enough?" But the wind gave no answer. I wiped my eyes and told myself, "I'll prove I'm not the joke they think I am." The music was too loud, but my heartbeat was louder. I kept telling myself, "It's just a party. She'll talk to me. She has to." I walked into the crowded hall, hoping Emily would smile when she saw me. Instead, I heard her voice before I saw her. "Aiden? What are you doing here?" she asked, sounding annoyed. I tried to smile. "I just wanted to talk. We left things strange earlier." Ryan slid beside her, grinning. "Man, you don't give up, do you?" I ignored him. "Emily, can we step outside? Just for a minute?" She shook her head. "No. Whatever you want to say it here." My stomach tightened. "Okay. Are we okay?" I felt like something was wrong. Ryan laughed. "Dude, everything is wrong. She's done with you." I felt the air shift. "Emily, is that true?" She sighed. "Yes, Aiden. I don't want this anymore." I froze. "You're breaking up with me? Here?" Her friends gathered closer, already recording. Someone whispered, "This is going to be good." Ryan put his arm around her waist. "She doesn't want to babysit you anymore." I couldn't breathe. "Emily, why him?" She shrugged. "Because he's not living in fantasy land. He has status. He has connections. He actually knows where he's going. I know where I'm going, I whispered. No, she said sharply. You hope you know. That's different. I felt my chest burning. So what are you saying? You're choosing him? Ryan raised his drink. Guess that makes it official. Emily looked at me with cold eyes. Yes, I'm choosing Ryan. The room erupted with gasps and whispers. Someone said, poor guy. Someone else said, he should have seen it coming. Cameras flashed. Phones pointed at my face. I could barely hear over the ringing in my ears. I took a step back. Emily, after everything? You're really doing this? She rolled her eyes. Don't make this dramatic. The humiliation stung like a blade. You could have just talked to me. Privately. Ryan smirked. This way is more fun. My fist shook. You think this is a game? He leaned forward. Only for winners. My voice cracked. Emily, please, just tell me why I wasn't enough. She hesitated. Because I outgrew you. Those words crushed me. Liam rushed over. Aiden, come on. Don't do this here. Zara grabbed my arm. Let's leave. This crowd is disgusting. I stared at Emily one last time. Did you ever care? Silence. Ryan tightened his arm around her. Take the hint, man. The crowd murmured. Someone laughed. Someone recorded a close-up of my face. I felt myself shrinking with each second. I whispered, I hope he gives you everything you threw me away for. Ryan shrugged. Already doing that. Emily didn't respond. She didn't even look guilty. I turned and walked out while the whispers followed me like shadows. Liam called, Aiden, wait, but I kept going. Zara said, please don't go alone, but I didn't stop. I pushed through the exit doors and stepped into the cold night air, finally able to breathe. When I reached my dorm, I slammed the door shut and slid to the floor. My hands shook uncontrollably. Why wasn't I enough? I whispered. The room felt suffocating. I buried my face in my hands. Why did she do that to me? In front of everyone? No answer came. I looked at my reflection in the dark window. I look pathetic, I muttered. She broke me like I was nothing. The pain twisted deeper. I can't live like this, I whispered. I won't. Slowly I stood up. My chest still hurt, my eyes still burned, but something inside me shifted. Something hard, something cold. I stared at myself again and whispered the words that would change everything. This is my last night as the weak version of me. The next weeks felt like walking through fire. Every time I tried to breathe, something burned me again. The first morning after the party, Liam asked, Are you okay to go to class? I forced a nod. I don't have a choice. Zara stepped beside me. If they say anything, we'll handle it. But nothing could prepare me for what waited on campus. As soon as I walked into the cafeteria, I heard Ryan's loud voice. Look who finally crawled out of his room. Emily sat next to him, laughing softly. I tried ignoring them, but he spoke even louder. Did you tell everyone how he begged you to stay? Man was on his knees. I turned around sharply. That never happened. Ryan raised his hands. Relax, dude. I'm helping your reputation. Makes you look passionate. Emily smirked. Just let it go, Aiden. My jaw clenched. I will when you stop lying about me. She said, no one cares. It's just talk. It's my name, I said. Of course I care. Ryan tapped the table. Then grow thicker skin. I walked away because staying would have broken me more. Zara followed and whispered, they're trash. Don't let them pull you down. I didn't answer. I didn't trust my voice. Everywhere I went, people whispered. In the library, two guys looked at me and laughed. One said, that's him. The one she dumped on camera. In class, someone asked, bro, is it true you cried in front of everyone? I felt the humiliation stabbing deeper each day. Liam tried cheering me up. It'll pass. People forget. No, I whispered. They don't forget humiliation. It sticks. One afternoon, when I sat alone in an empty classroom, Professor Grant walked in. Aiden? You seem troubled. I'm fine, I lied. He looked at my open notebook, filled with sketches of the app idea I had almost given up on. This yours? He asked. Yeah, I said quietly. It doesn't matter anymore. He frowned. Why would you say that? Because everyone thinks I'm a joke, I muttered. My girlfriend left me. People laugh at my ideas. Maybe they're right. He pulled a chair and sat across from me. Tell me the concept. I hesitated, then explained the app, the booking system, the event board, the campus services hub. While I spoke, he didn't interrupt, didn't laugh, didn't smirk like Ryan. When I finished, he said, "This is solid work." I blinked. "You really think so?" "I know so," he said. "You should submit it to the innovation competition." I shook my head. "I don't think I can handle more failure." He leaned forward. "Failure isn't the enemy. Silence is. Don't let humiliation bury your talent." His words hit differently. For the first time in weeks, something warm pushed against the numbness. "You think I could win?" "You could," he said, "if you stop letting other people define you." I stared at my notebook. I want to try. I just don't know if I'm strong enough." "You don't need to be strong," he said. "You need to be willing." I nodded slowly. "Then I'll do it." He smiled. "Good. Let's refine your presentation." When he left, I stayed in the quiet room, staring at the pages I had once been proud of. I whispered, "Maybe this pain has a purpose." That night, I sat with Liam and Zara. They asked, "What happened?" I said, "I'm entering the competition." Zara's eyes widened. "Are you serious?" For once, I said, "Yes." Liam grinned. "That's the Aiden we want back." I looked down at my hands. They still trembled, but not from fear this time. "I'm tired of breaking," I whispered. "If pain won't stop, I'll make it build me instead." I breathed in deeply and said the words that finally felt true. "This pain isn't killing me. It's shaping me." I pushed open the door of the innovation lab, expecting silence, but the hum of printers and soft jazz greeted me. I whispered, "Perfect. Maybe tonight I'll finally fix this prototype." As I set my laptop down, a voice behind me said, "Sorry. Sorry, watch out." A warm splash hit the table. I jerked back. "Whoa. The coffee, my laptop." I know, she said, scrambling for tissues. "I swear I'm not usually this chaotic." I looked at her, gray eyes, sketchbook under one arm, messy bun like she ran here. "It's okay," I said. "Close call, but my laptop lives to fight another day." She laughed, cheeks pink. "Great. I'd hate to be known as the girl who destroyed someone's dreams with a latte." "Trust me," I said, "someone already tried destroying my dreams without coffee." She paused, studying me. "That sounded personal." "It is," I replied, opening my project file. "But I'm used to working alone anyway." She pulled out a chair. "Mind if I keep you company?" "I'm Arya. Design major. Chronic coffee spiller." "Nice to meet you," I said. Well, a guy trying to build something that everyone thinks is stupid." Arya leaned forward. "What are you building?" "It's a campus navigation assistant with dynamic heat maps and predictive crowd flow." She blinked. "That sounds brilliant." I laughed. "Most people don't think so." "Most people are boring," she said. "Show me." I hesitated. "You're not going to laugh?" "Why would I laugh? Someone else did once." She frowned. "Then someone else is an idiot." I swallowed, unexpectedly hit by the honesty in her tone. "All right," I said, sliding the screen her way. "Here's the core model." Her eyes lit up instantly. "Wait, this is smart. The design potential is huge. You could integrate color layers, animated routes, real-time foot traffic." I stared at her. "You're excited?" "Of course I'm excited," she said. "This is the kind of idea that changes things." I couldn't help it, I laughed softly. First time someone said that without sarcasm. She folded her arms. "Your dream is big." "Good. Big dreams scare small minds." The words hit me so hard I had to look away. "You really believe that?" "I don't say things I don't mean," she replied gently. "Whoever laughed at you, that's on them, not on your dream." I felt something shift inside me. Something warm. Something that hadn't existed since Emily walked out. "Thanks," I whispered. "I guess I needed to hear that more than I thought." Arya nudged my arm. "So, what part are you stuck on?" "The interface," I admitted. "I know what I want, but I can't shape it visually." Her grin spread. "Lucky for you, I happen to be a design student with too much creativity and not enough projects." I laughed. "Are you saying you want to help?" "I'm saying I should help," she corrected. "This deserves to be built." For a moment I hesitated. Letting someone in felt risky. But something about her presence, warm, steady, and unexpectedly bright, made the decision easier. "Arya," I said, "would you like to join my startup team?" She extended her hand. "Only if you promise not to doubt yourself again." I shook her hand, feeling something new settle inside me. Deal. I didn't know it then, but inviting her in wasn't just a team decision. It was the moment my entire life shifted direction. I walked into the lab the next evening, and Arya looked up with that spark that always made me straighten my shoulders. "Ready for round 2? She asked, waving her stylus like she was about to duel me. "Only if you promise not to roast my interface again," I replied. "No promises," she laughed. "Now show me what you fixed." I opened the prototype. She leaned closer, scanning every pixel. "Better," she said. "Still clumsy, but better." I groaned. "This is painful." "Growth usually is," she said. "But you're doing it." Her words hit harder than they should have. I didn't say it, but Arya made me feel like my dreams weren't ridiculous. Like I wasn't ridiculous. Liam burst through the door. "Bro, you still alive?" "Barely," I said. "She's bullying me." "It's called design honesty," Arya said without looking up. Zara walked in behind Liam. "We heard you're building something. We want in." I blinked. "You too? Why?" "Because you're onto something," Zara said. "And we like winning." Arya smirked. "See? People with functioning brains understand." "Fine," I said. "Welcome to the chaos." That night became the first of many. We worked until the vending machine lights flickered like they were tired of watching us. Liam handled back-end logic, Zara crafted outreach strategies, Arya shaped the interface, and I tied everything together. For the first time in months, I felt awake. During a short break, Arya nudged me. "You look different, you know?" "How?" "More alive," she said softly. "More you." I didn't know how to respond, so I took a sip of my energy drink and said, "Maybe I just needed people who didn't think my dream was a joke." Arya didn't reply, but her smile said enough. As days turned into weeks, whispers floated around campus. "He's building something big. He's not the guy Emily dumped anymore. He's different now." I heard them, and for once they didn't sting. They felt accurate. One afternoon, Emily passed me near the courtyard. She slowed, staring at the laptop tucked under my arm. "You look busy," she said. "I am," I replied. She forced a smile. "Good. I guess." I nodded and walked past her. No bitterness. No anger. Just clarity. Ryan caught me outside the library later. "Working on your little project?" he mocked. "Yeah," I said. "Good luck with your whatever." He blinked, thrown off by my calm. "Trying to act cool?" "No," I said. "Just busy." I left before he could respond. For the first time, he didn't matter. That night in the lab, Arya noticed the shift in my expression. "You okay?" "I think so," I said. "I'm not who I was." "Good," she whispered. "Don't go back." Every keystroke, every discussion, every laugh with my team carved away pieces of the old me. I learned to push harder, think sharper, dream louder. The project grew, and so did I. A week before the innovation competition, the prototype finally came alive. Arya gasped. "You did it." "We did it," I corrected. She looked at me with that warm, steady confidence that had rebuilt me piece by piece. The campus has no idea what's coming. And for the first time, I truly believed her. We stayed in the lab long after midnight, talking about launch ideas and future plans, our voices echoing through the quiet room. I felt a fire inside me I hadn't felt in years, a certainty that I was finally stepping into the version of myself I'd always wanted to become. This wasn't revenge. This was evolution. And I wasn't done rising yet forward. I was heading out of the innovation lab when I heard someone call my name. "Aiden, wait." I turned, surprised to see Emily walking toward me. She looked hesitant, almost nervous. That alone felt strange. "What's up?" I asked, keeping my tone neutral. She tucked a strand of hair behind her ear. "You've been different lately." "Different how?" "Focused. Confident. Always busy." Her eyes dropped to the folder in my hand. "Is that for your project?" "Yeah," I said. "Competition's close." She tried to smile. "I didn't know you were still doing it." "You never asked." Her lips tightened for a second. "I didn't mean to be dismissive back then." "You were clear," I said quietly. "You thought my dream was stupid." She blinked, caught off guard by my bluntness. "I didn't say stupid." "You laughed," I replied. That was enough. She shifted uncomfortably, then tilted her head. "So, who's the girl you're always with? The one with the gray eyes?" "Arya," I said. Emily studied my expression. "And why are you suddenly so close to her?" I almost laughed. "What do you mean suddenly? We're working on the competition together." "That's it," she pressed. "Emily," I sighed, "I don't owe you explanations." Her jaw tightened. "I'm just asking." "Why?" She hesitated, then said, "Because you've changed, Aiden." And I don't know why. I took a breath. I had to change. Staying the old me was killing me. She dropped her gaze. I didn't realize you were taking everything that hard. You weren't supposed to realize, I said. You moved on. Emily looked up again, eyes flickering with something I couldn't identify. Ryan said you were doing all this to get my attention. I shook my head. He gives himself too much credit. So you're not doing it because of me? No, I said simply. Not anymore. Before she could respond, I heard footsteps behind me. Arya stepped out of the lab holding her sketch tablet. Hey Aiden, ready for the new layout review? I nodded. Yeah, give me a sec. Arya glanced at Emily, offering a polite smile. Hi. Emily forced one back. Hi. Arya turned to me again. I'll be inside. When she walked back into the lab, Emily's expression shifted. She likes you. I shrugged. Maybe. I haven't asked. And you like her? She pushed. I like that she believes in me, I said. That's enough for now. Emily swallowed. I never thought you'd change this much. I had to, I repeated. For myself. She looked away, voice softer. Well, I hope it works out for you. It will, I said. Because I'm not the guy begging for approval anymore. Emily flinched slightly, then nodded and walked off without another word. I watched her leave, feeling a strange mix of relief and closure. Inside the lab, Arya leaned against the table, arms crossed. So, that was interesting. You saw? I asked. Hard not to. She gave me a soft smile. You handled it well. Old you would have crumbled. Old me was lost, I admitted. And knew you? She asked. I exhaled slowly. Finally walking out of the shadows. Arya nudged my arm. Good. Stay out of them. For the first time I felt it clearly, Emily wasn't the center of my world anymore. I changed and she finally noticed, but it was too late for her. And perfect timing for me. My stomach was a storm as I stepped into the packed auditorium. Hundreds of students, professors, and even some alumni filled the seats. I spotted Emily and Ryan near the back. She looked curious, maybe even nervous. Ryan smirked but didn't hide the tension in his jaw. I swallowed hard. I can do this, I whispered to myself. Arya stepped beside me, her hand lightly squeezing my shoulder. You've got this, she said softly. I nodded, letting her confidence seep in. Thanks. I need it. Liam and Zara were behind me, giving thumbs up. Go crush it, Liam mouthed. Remember, Zara whispered, your dream matters, not their opinions. I inhaled deeply, then walked to the stage. My hands shook, my heart raced. I tapped the microphone. Hello everyone. I'm Aiden Cole and this is my project. A few students chuckled at the introduction but I ignored it. I looked at Arya in the front row and felt a grounding calm. She nodded, almost saying, you belong here. This is a campus navigation assistant, I began. It's designed to help students find study spaces, events, and resources efficiently. It learns patterns, predicts traffic, and provides dynamic solutions. The goal is simple: make campus life easier, safer, and smarter. I saw heads tilt, some students leaning forward. I grinned slightly. Let me show you how it works. I activated the demo. Animated routes appeared across a simulated campus map. Rooms filled with students, paths shifted in real time, color-coded heat maps adjusted seamlessly. Gasps echoed from the crowd. Emily's mouth parted slightly, eyes wide. Ryan fidgeted, clearly unsettled. My hands stopped shaking. Confidence replaced fear. I found my rhythm. The beauty of this system, I continued, is that it scales. It adapts. It solves problems before they become issues. And with a few tweaks, it can integrate with security alerts, event notifications, and peer-to-peer support. Arya's eyes glimmered. Yes, she whispered. I glanced at her and smiled. That small connection reminded me why I started this project. I wasn't doing it for approval anymore. I was doing it because it mattered. A hand shot up. Will it work on mobile? A student asked. Yes, I replied, and it's optimized for real-time feedback and minimal battery usage. You'll be able to navigate the entire campus without delays or confusion. Another professor chimed in. This is impressive. Very practical. I nodded. Thank you. I believe innovation should solve real problems, not just impress judges. By now, students were clapping. Arya clapped loudly, her grin wide. Liam and Zara were cheering. My chest felt light, unburdened. This was my moment. When I finished, the hall erupted. Cheering, whistles, applause. I could barely hear myself think. Emily's eyes stayed locked on mine, a mix of shock and regret written all over her face. Ryan shifted, uncomfortable, trying not to show how rattled he was. I stepped back from the microphone, letting the energy wash over me. I realized something. They weren't laughing. They weren't mocking. They were listening. They were respecting. Arya leaned in, whispering, "See? You belong here." I smiled, heart pounding, voice steady in my mind. This is it. This is what I worked for. The judges began preparing to announce the results. I stood there, surrounded by my team, the crowd buzzing with excitement, and felt something I hadn't felt in months, pure, unshakable respect. For the first time, I was no longer the boy Emily laughed at. I was someone she, and everyone else, had to see differently. I was in the library when Liam nudged me. "You need to see this," he said, sliding his phone across the table. I glanced down. A video was playing. Ryan laughing, holding hands with someone else, right under Emily's nose. I felt a strange emptiness. Not joy. Not satisfaction. Just relief that the nightmare of ridicule was finally shifting. By the next day, the cafeteria was buzzing. Whispers circled like wildfire. "Did you see Emily crying?" a girl whispered. "She's broken," another said. All over Ryan. I kept walking, keeping my head down. Then I saw her, Emily, sitting on the bench, face buried in her hands. Tears streaked her cheeks. I stopped, but I didn't approach. Liam came up beside me. "She's paying attention now, huh?" I shook my head. "Not for me. For reality." Zara joined, glancing at Emily. "It's strange, isn't it? All the people who laughed at you, look at them now." I muttered, "I don't feel happy. Just closure." Emily looked up and saw me. Her eyes were wide, pleading. She ran toward me. "Aiden, please, can we talk?" I took a step back. "Emily, I can't. Not now. But I need to explain." "I don't need explanations," I said. "I've moved on. You've got your own mess to fix." Her shoulders slumped. I made mistakes. I didn't see." I shook my head. "It's too late. I don't regret anything I did, but I'm not getting involved in your chaos." Arya appeared beside me, her hand on my shoulder. "He's right," she said softly. "We built something real. Don't get distracted by someone else's collapse." Emily hesitated, looking between us. I thought I knew everything." "You thought wrong," I replied calmly. "And that's on you." Meanwhile, rumors kept spreading. Ryan's academic probation was announced. The scandal confirmed. People whispered about his cheating on exams. His confidence, once untouchable, now shattered. "Looks like karma doesn't miss," Liam said quietly. I didn't respond. I had no glee in me. Watching them fall wasn't fun. It was the natural consequence of their choices. Emily remained on the bench, head in her hands. I could hear her muffled cries from across the cafeteria. Someone muttered, "All those people she laughed at, she's finally learning." I whispered to myself, "This is closure. Nothing more." Arya leaned closer. "You okay?" "I am," I said. "I just feel like we finished our chapter while they're still living in the one they created for themselves." She smiled softly. "Exactly. And that's why we're stronger." I nodded. "We built something real. We didn't need anyone else's approval." She squeezed my shoulder. "And that's the difference. You're not the same Aiden who got laughed at. You're better." I glanced at Emily one last time. Her world was falling apart, publicly and painfully. But I felt no satisfaction. No revenge. Just peace. "Ready to get back to work?" Arya asked. I smiled faintly. "Yeah, let's keep building. That's what matters." And as we walked back to the lab, I realized something profound. People who mock dreams rarely survive the chaos of their own mistakes, but those who build something real endure. Closure didn't feel like happiness, it felt like freedom. The auditorium buzzed louder than before. Our team's name had been called. Arya grinned beside me. "Ready?" she whispered. I nodded, heart hammering. "Let's do this." We stepped onto the stage, lights bright, audience staring. I took a deep breath. "Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aiden Cole, and this is our campus innovation project." Arya tapped the laptop beside me. "We're thrilled to present our system." I glanced at her. Her calm confidence grounded me. "We designed a navigation assistant for students, helping them find spaces, events, and resources efficiently. It adapts, predicts, and grows smarter with use." Questions came fast after our demo. Investors asked about scalability, students asked about mobile integration, professors questioned security. I answered each with clarity. Arya added design insights. Liam explained the back-end logic. Zara detailed outreach strategies. After a long Q&A, applause erupted. Judges whispered to each other, nodding. One stood. We are impressed. This project shows innovation, teamwork, and real potential. My chest felt light, almost floating. I turned slightly and caught Emily in the audience. She froze mid-step, eyes wide, whispering something to herself. Ryan wasn't there this time. One judge smiled at me. Congratulations. You've earned first place. The room erupted again. Students clapped, cheered, some even whistled. Aiden. Aiden. I laughed, disbelief mixing with pride. Arya leaned close. You did it. We did it. We did it, I corrected, letting her words sink in. As we stepped off stage, students crowded around us. Your project is amazing, one said. How did you think of this? Best project ever, another added. I smiled, shaking hands, answering questions. Liam and Zara shared high fives. Arya stayed at my side, her presence steady, her excitement matching mine without overwhelming it. Later, an investor approached. We'd like to discuss funding opportunities. I nodded. Absolutely. Let's set a meeting. Arya whispered, You're not just Aiden the quiet guy anymore. You're respected. I swallowed, looking around. People were talking to us, listening to us, wanting to work with us. And then I saw Emily again. Her expression was quiet regret, almost invisible among the cheering. She had lost her chance to be part of this, to see me grow from the sidelines. I said quietly, She doesn't understand what she had. Arya's hand brushed mine. She's not supposed to. You're here with us. That's what matters. I smiled, feeling warmth spread. You really get me, Arya. Not just my ideas, but me. She laughed softly. Someone has to. You can't do this alone. I nodded, letting her words sink in. The shy boy who once walked around campus hoping Emily would notice was gone. He was replaced by someone who built something real, someone who earned respect, someone who wasn't defined by past heartbreak. Arya squeezed my shoulder. So what's next? I exhaled, looking at our project, our team, the people who believed in us. Next, we keep building. Bigger, better. We take this as far as it can go. She grinned. I like the sound of that. Students still congratulated us, snapping pictures, asking questions. Emily lingered near the back, eyes following me, but I didn't look back. My focus was here, with Arya, with the team, with the project that had finally made my dreams real. I whispered to myself, feeling the weight lift from months of doubt. I'm not the boy they laughed at. I'm the one standing at the top, with someone who truly sees me. Arya's smile met mine. That was all I needed. Together we were unstoppable. I was leaving my last class of the day when I felt a tap on my shoulder. Aiden? I turned and there she was, Emily. Her eyes were red, tears threatening to spill. She looked smaller somehow, less confident. Can we talk? I hesitated but nodded. All right, let's walk. She matched my pace. Silence stretched between us, thick and awkward. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, she said finally. I didn't know you'd become this version of you. I studied her face, the guilt and confusion plain. Emily, I said slowly, I didn't become this because of you. I became this in spite of you. Her steps faltered. In spite of me? Yes, I said. You laughed at my dreams. You left. But every tear, every moment I felt small, it pushed me to grow. Not for revenge, not for you, but for me. She bit her lip, looking down at the pavement. I never realized. You never had to, I replied. That chapter is over. I've moved on. Her voice cracked. So, you don't care? About me? I shook my head gently. I care about my life, my dreams, my peace, and the people who actually support me. Her eyes flicked, catching Arya's figure approaching from the lab side. Arya's smile was warm, calm, steady. She slipped her hand into mine naturally, the ease between us obvious. Emily's gaze widened. Arya? I looked at Emily, letting the truth settle in. She's been part of this journey. She believed when no one else did. Emily's shoulders slumped. I see that now. I see what I lost. I know, I said. And it's not my job to fix that for you. Tears ran freely down her cheeks. I never meant to hurt you. I didn't understand. I didn't see your potential. I shook my head again. It doesn't matter. You didn't see it, but someone else did. And that's enough. Emily's lips quivered. I wish I could. I cut her gently. Emily, you don't get to rewrite my story. I'm living it every day. I choose peace. I choose my dream. And slowly, I choose Arya. She nodded slowly, eyes fixed on us, realizing the distance between the past and present. Arya squeezed my hand. Ready to head back? She asked softly. I smiled at her. Yeah, let's go. We walked together across campus. Our steps matched, a rhythm built from trust and shared purpose. Students passed, some glancing at us, some nodding in recognition, but I felt like we were in our own world. I glanced at Emily from the corner of my eye. She watched us, quiet, reflective, maybe regretting, but I felt no anger, no bitterness, only a calm understanding that life had balanced itself. I whispered to myself, letting the words feel real. She laughed at my dreams, but now she's watching me live them, with someone who never laughed. Arya looked at me, smiling. You okay? I squeezed her hand. Better than okay. I'm free. I'm exactly where I need to be. Her smile widened, and together we walked through the campus, sunlight casting long shadows, our laughter soft but real. Every step was a reminder. The boy who once hoped for her approval was gone. In his place was someone who built, achieved, and chose wisely. Emily stayed in the distance, witnessing the life she had ignored, and I realized, that was enough closure. That was enough healing. And for the first time I felt completely whole.